Sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Green Card with Gehi. I'm attorney Soraya Rahman. Sorry for the late start this afternoon. We have a very special guest with us this afternoon. We have Ms. Tess Barron. She is the head operations manager at our Jackson Heights office. Tess, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Soraya. How are you today?
I'm good. Hopefully we'll be able to talk a little bit about the new Biden parole program, which helps people from that are in Cuba, Venezuela, Haiti, and Nicaragua. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, what's required, and what who it's for, who can participate in the program. And if there are any alternatives to that program for people who are, for example, in the United States. So as you know, we have 3 offices. Our 3 offices are listed on the side of our backsplash here. So you can get our phone number. We have an office in Jackson Heights. We have an office in Jamaica. We have an office in Ozone Park. So 3 offices, all in Queens. That being said, we have clients all over the world on immigration matters. So we are happy to meet with you in person, virtually, over the phone. We're happy to talk about your situation and your case and to see if there's any way that we can help you. So let's get started on this new program that Biden just established. So Tess, can you tell us a little bit about the program?
Sure. So it's for people that are outside of the United States. It's for people that are in Haiti, Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. So you don't have to have I would say a legal status in order to apply for your family member. You can be on TPS, you can be a green card holder, you can be a U.S. citizen, you can sponsor for your parents, your children. I've seen that people can also do it for some of their friends as well. Now you have to have a good income. You have to be currently working because you have to show proof of your tax return. You have to show your bank account to show that you're maintaining a good status as far as financially. So if they do come, you can assist them with that. However, there's also an alternative also for people that are in the United States. We can do, you can do TPS as well. And that's for people in Haiti. I know Haiti is having a hard time right now. So if you're already here, you don't have a status, but you can, you was here before November of 2022, you can apply for TPS.
Yes, that's a great summary of the program. And so just to clarify, the new migrant parole program is for people who are outside the United States and who are from any of those 4 countries that were listed. So that's Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, and Nicaragua. So those are for people outside the US. And there is a very wide scope of people that can benefit from the program. Like Tess mentioned, it could be a family member, of course, but it could be a friend. It could be somebody you just met. So it doesn't have to, you don't have to have any kind of specific relationship to the person that you want to sponsor to come to the United States, but that is the key. You have to be prepared to sponsor them financially. You're making a promise to the US government saying that you are going to help them with, putting them up and anything else they might need so that the US government won't have to step in and, help them with public benefits or anything like that. So, there is a very broad range of people that can be brought over under that program. So it includes not only the person that you want to bring. Let's say it's a friend. You want to bring your friend from Haiti. It could also be your friend's spouse. And that means they can be legally married or they can be married under common law. It doesn't have to be a legal marriage. So it can include their spouse and unmarried children under 21, whether or not the spouse and child are from one of those 4 countries or not. So their nationality does not matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So, generally speaking, Tess, have you seen that there is a minimum income that's required to sponsor somebody from one of these 4 countries under this program?
So for Haiti, I did come across a client that he made 110,000 a year. And when he did the application, they told him, well, he can sponsor 8 people. So the minimum I've seen that you can sponsor someone, the minimum is for the 40,000 a year.
Right. Yeah.
With 40,000, you're able to at least bring 2 people. And the more income you have, the more people you can bring.
Right. And so to apply under this program, there's certain forms that have to be submitted, which, we would take care of everything. We would just request the information from you and take care of everything after that. But essentially, there's a form that has to be completed, and there has to be, certain documents that have to be submitted. But like I said, we can help you with all of that. Notably, there's no filing fee for this new program. There's no filing fee. Okay, so it's a relatively new program. We've helped a lot of our clients who want to bring over their loved ones. Under this program, we applaud the administration for developing this program and establishing it. It certainly helps to reduce the number of people that are attempting to flee danger or terrible circumstances and crossing the border, which I'm sure everyone knows is very dangerous and unsafe. So this is definitely a step in the right direction. So this is for people who are outside the US. What about the people who are inside the US? What options do they have? Tess, do you want to share a little bit about what options they might have?
Yeah, sure. The people from Haiti, of course, they have the option for the TPS. They have, extended it for Haiti, and also they brought it to where if you've been in the United States before November 26th of 2022, you can apply for TPS. So that is another, that it's like pretty much the same thing, but it's just that you're doing it for someone that is in the United States. And
Okay.
with the TPS, sorry, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go
Yes,
ahead.
I was saying with the TPS, of course, you're able to get the work permits. You're able to live here, have a social, you're able to work and live comfortably, and don't have to be worrying about going back to the danger in Haiti.
Right. And in certain circumstances, you could also apply for a travel permission with TPS.
Right.
So that's one very important advantage also, in addition to the work permit with TPS. If somebody has a deportation order, we get this question frequently. If you have a deportation order, can you apply for TPS? And the answer is yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We've had many clients that we've helped with TPS. Of course, those clients, we advise them not to travel or ask for travel permission because their situation is a little bit more complicated, but they are certainly eligible for TPS and applying for the work permit. We have many clients who are in removal proceedings. And then, the administration extended the present date to apply for TPS. In those situations, Tess, normally what have you seen clients prefer doing in those situations?
So I've seen clients prefer filing. So if they meet that date, they prefer filing for the TPS. And when they do file for the TPS, their removal proceeding cases, usually they'll get a dismissal. Then they're able to still stay here. They do apply for it, and they feel like it's more of a safe haven for them.
Right. Yeah. What I've seen is it's just a matter of like a case by case analysis. So we normally take a look at our client's asylum claim, which is usually the type of application they have pending with the immigration court. We take a look at their asylum claim, assess the strengths and weaknesses. If they have a very good asylum claim that's supported by evidence, and our client is able to testify well, in those situations, we might say, yeah, go ahead and move forward with the asylum claim, because obviously the asylum will lead to the may lead to the grant of a green card. In most situations it does. So that's definitely going to give you more benefit. In other cases where maybe for just the reason of having to flee their country because of trauma, they aren't able to testify well, or they don't have a lot of evidence to corroborate their claim with an immigration court. So in those cases, it might be best for our clients to take TPS, just because it's a little bit more secure. So it's a case by case analysis, and again, that's what we're here for. We would love to talk to you about your case and see what would work best for you and your family. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the Biden parole program. We talked a little bit about TPS. What if someone's not eligible for any of those things, either of those things? For example, they're in the United States and they were not present before November 2022. What do you suggest in those kinds of cases, Tess? What is the best course of action? And of course, I always make this disclaimer, but I can never say enough. These webinars are for general information. It's not intended for anyone to rely on specifically for their case. Every case is different. So this is just general information. That being said, in that situation, Tess, what do you recommend?
So if the person came, let's say after November, they crossed the border, they're fleeing their country, they're going to be persecuted. It could be for their religion, their race, their sexuality, whatever category they fall under, they're always eligible. They can apply for asylum. We also have people that if they're here, they overstay the visa, they have a husband, their wife, they're happily married, they can of course apply for adjustment of status as well. So they're different, opportunities for them. It depends on, their situation.
Yeah, there's always alternatives, and we've been doing this for a long time, so I think we've seen pretty much every kind of situation there is. So we are very good at what we do. So we could definitely you are as well. So we can definitely try to come up with a solution for you and your situation. So that's pretty much in a nutshell the program under Biden's new migrant parole program. So we're ready for any questions from the viewers. Let's see if we have any. Okay, let's see. Who has authority to designate a country for TPS? It is the executive branch of the government. that sets the designation. So so it'll come down from usually from USCIS or the Department of Homeland Security. They'll designate a country. Usually it's due to natural disaster or civil war or civil unrest. Some examples of other countries that have TPS, that have been designated for TPS. Let's see. Afghanistan, Burma, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Haiti, Honduras, Nepal. So these are all examples of countries. And there's also something that's similar to TPS called DED. It gives you similar benefits to TPS, and Venezuela has been designated as a DED country. Okay, so what is the duration of a designation? So that also depends on the executive branch. So it's usually for as long as the situation is pending. For example, Haiti was first given TPS designation after the earthquake in 2012. But since then, there have been other things that have been going on. There was some political unrest a few years ago, and since then, it was redesignated, and it was redesignated again. So it depends on what's going on in that country. Does TPS create a path to permanent residence or citizenship? So TPS in itself does not create a path to permanent residence, but it certainly gives you the ability to stay, to live and to work in the United States, which may present opportunities, separate opportunities which would lead to permanent residence in the United States. Okay, is TPS the same as seeking asylum? No, it's not. So you want, Tess, if you want to take that one.
Sure. So TPS is just a temporary protection here in the United States. For asylum, you're seeking a safe haven, I would say, from whatever you're being persecuted at in your country. So they're two different things. And with the asylum, if your case is very strong, you win your asylum case, you're able to get the green card, and then later on, of course, become a U.S. citizen. Where in TPS, you're not able to do that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and the benefits of asylum are, much better than TPS, but they both allow you to stay in the United States legally. Okay. So I think the other questions we've answered through the webinar, through earlier in the webinar. I think Tess, if you have any closing comments on the program or anything you'd like to add.
So like I said, as Soraya said, for our office, you can definitely visit our office. We're very experienced. We can help you with that because they have the program right now. So you guys can come, you can call, we can if you're in, let's just say in California, definitely we can do a Zoom, and then we can open the case. We can assist you and your family with that.
Yeah, certainly. Yes. We, just like we're doing this webinar virtually, we can also meet with you in the same manner and talk to you directly about your case. So we have a very short session today, but we hope you join us next week for our next session. Thank you, Tess, so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Soraya.
Of course. So we're, you want to talk a little bit about the languages that we speak?
Yes, so we speak Hindi, we speak Punjabi, we speak Creole. For those that in Haiti, we speak Spanish. We also speak French, and what other? We speak Bengali. Of course, yeah, we speak Bengali. Yeah. Yes, yeah, and I think that's we speak Yoruba Is it Yoruba?
Yes, yes.
We also
Mhm.
speak Yoruba here as well. Yeah, so people that are from Africa, we also help those. And yeah,
Yes, we do. So we're ready to help you in any language. Uh,
definitely.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to the team for setting up the webinar. Again, we have 3 offices. Tess is at our Jackson Heights office. The number for the Jackson Heights office is 718-263-5999. And we have the numbers up for the other 2 offices there. You can email us any questions you have at info@gehilaw.com. Thank you again, everyone, and see you next week.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.